Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to another episode of Build, Paint, Play. I'm Dave.
Greetings, programs. I am Jake, and today it's just me and Dave. We're going to talk about, I guess, projects and get ready for the holidays and get ready for PAX. And I'm sure Dave was freaking out. I literally just logged on while he was like loading the thing. So it's been a hectic day. I've been running around. I leave tomorrow morning for PAX. So I was like, I have too many things to do today.
Jake loves to pique my anxiety.
But I'm here. I'm on time. We're good.
Yay! Fantastic. Hello to Scott and Chris and Mark who are in the chat. If anybody else in the chat, just jump in and say hi. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and all of the other fun things. Hit the little bell and click like full notifications. The only thing you'll be notified of is that we're going to be going live soon, or whenever that transfers over from when I set it up on StreamYard. So, yeah, do all that sort of fun things. But yeah, we're going to have a bit of a more of a relaxing one this week. Yeah, just talking about getting ready for stuff.
I'm fine with that. Like I've been scrambling all day. I left for work like an hour early so I could try to knock some stuff out. I've been trying to make myself like checklists every day, and it's been working. Like I'm kind of psyched because I love finishing a checklist. So I was like, okay, that's done. Yeah, dude, I'm so behind today. I'm literally eating my dinner while we're gonna do the show because I like didn't have time. I usually get home with enough time to like feed the dogs and take them out and get ready and whatever, and that did not happen. But we got a bunch of stuff we can go over. How are you doing? What have you been up to hobby wise?
Hobby wise, a bunch of stuff, of course, as per usual. I'm gonna pull up the thing because I think I put the photos in the presentation. Yeah, actually, I'll show you what I'm working on right now.
Okay.
Immediately right now.
Right now.
Like what I was working on while I was a little bit worried about whether you're going to be arriving or not.
I got you. I wouldn't leave you hanging.
I know.
Oh, damn. This is old school.
Well, yeah, kind of old school. So yeah, I saw a picture of the Corvus Cabal somewhere, like after some games I played on. No, when did I play those? I played those on Saturday. Must have been earlier. Must have been like last Thursday or Friday. Saw a picture and I was like, I would like to create like another warband for Trench Crusade because I can't help myself. I'm deep in the thick of it. So I thought, the Corvus Cabal. I could make a very cool Heretic Legion sort of carrion eaters kind of theme thing.
I don't believe they still make this box. I'm pretty sure this is out of print.
It is out of print. So I checked with a few folks around that I know. I checked with Brendan Bell because I know that he has a ton of stuff. He didn't have any. I checked with my buddy Robert Allen, and he had three sets of the warband.
Yeah.
One of them assembled and painted. Two of them just assembled. So I bought the two assembled ones from him. And so now I've been working on those.
This whole game, like, this is such a weird, like, GW flex. Like, first they were like, we're gonna make a thing where like all the different Chaos warbands are fighting for supremacy, and we're gonna call it Warcry. And everybody was like, that's super cool. And then people were like, I don't play Chaos, and it was like, right, just buy one of the warbands. And then for whatever reason, like, I don't know if it was leadership or whatever, someone's sales, but they decided to allow all the other factions into Warcry, which defeated the whole purpose because it's supposed to be all of the different Chaos warbands like fighting for the attention of the Chaos gods. So now it's like, I'm using my, Ideneth Deepkin, and you're like, in the warbands game? Like, it's super weird. I don't know why they did it, but it basically it forced them to get rid of all the really cool warbands they made because they weren't designed to fight other non-warbands. Like, it was a really weird decision.
Yeah, it was a very strange one. I don't know exactly why either. Well, I think they put it up because they've taken a lot of those warbands off because they've got massive number of SKUs and they're releasing 15 SKUs every week, which is always a crazy thing to do. But fortunately, I was able to get a hold of some, so I'm really excited that I'll be able to mess around with that. Nice. And of course, having some more fun doing some digital kit bashing. I played around with this guy. So Heretic Legion can take a Death Commando
with some winged Hussar back banners.
Yep. So basically I grabbed those from the what do you call it? The Victoria Miniatures set that I have.
Her Death Riders.
Yep. Took them into basically took all the elements into Idea Maker, chopped them all up, spun them around, stuck them on. My favorite part is that I was able to find a set of like Raven skulls on my mini factory, and brought one of those in, and then meshed that in against the helmet. So
cool.
Yep, and he even has a little Raven skull hanging from his belt. Yay! And
on brand, on message.
Absolutely. And I was a little bit late home from work because
you printed them. Nice.
Putting them off. So
very cool.
Yep. So I'm very happy with him. I'm messing around with a few other things now at the moment, including I printed off a flock of ravens.
Okay. Wow. Okay. That's a murder of ravens.
No, it's a murder of crows. It's an unkindness of ravens.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, it could be a murder of crows or an unkindness of ravens. I'm going through the incredibly tedious task of removing all of the supports.
Oh, God.
So many supports. At some point, I'd actually rather like just scrape mold lines from something like this. But it's pretty crazy. I've been doing that for like 20 minutes.
Like, so Scott says, instead of a relaxed night, why don't we just get Ash on and then let him and Jake steer the bus everywhere but a straight road ahead? That was a fun night to watch Dave's face.
We'll do that again at some stage. We'll talk to Ash. We'll get Ash back in.
Chris is working on a ton of Space Marines, Imperial Fist, Raven Guard, Space Wolves, and just finished up the Castles of the Rift. Yeah, I think Chris, I think you're working on a project for one of the guys at my store, Pat Mylan. I think it's all like Imperial Fists and stuff. I think.
Cool.
And James said he was thinking that he was betting it would be more like Spearhead, which is fantastic. Spearhead is awesome. Like, I think Spearhead and Combat Patrol are, I think, one of the best things that GW's ever done. I tell people all the time, I think one of the biggest things was when we were at GW back in like the early 2000s. The hardest thing was when somebody came in who's new to the hobby or just like experiencing it for the first time, and they're like, well, where do I start? Like, what do I get? And back then it was like, well, you need an HQ and 2 troops, which is easy for all of us because we all understand what that means. But if you're brand new, you're like, well, I don't even like which guys are my HQ guys and which guys are my troops guys. And so it wasn't super conducive. So now it's like, you just buy a Combat Patrol. And that you're all set. It has everything you need to play, and it's got an HQ. It has a troops choice. It typically has like 1 or 2 other like fun units you can mess around with. So and they're all balanced against each other, which is great. So I tell everybody, I'm like, you buy one, have your friend buy one, you're all set. You guys can play each other. It's awesome. And it's not really 40K. It's like 40K light because they play like a stripped down version, and you don't have all the other like ancillary like primary objectives, secondary objectives, and you have like limited abilities that you can do in Combat Patrol based on your Combat Patrol. So it's 40K ish, but it's like Training Wheels 40K. It's a lot easier to kind of like learn and understand.
40K.
Yeah. It's Nerf 40K.
Yep. Excellent. Brent has joined us. Hi, Brent.
Nice. What's up, Brent? I'm going to see Brent in a couple weeks. I'm assuming Brent will be at Everwinter. I usually see him at Ironweld, so I'm assuming he'll be at Everwinter.
Yeah. Josh has joined us. Hi, Josh. If there are a flock of seagulls, you have to run so far away.
Oh, nice. And Dave's going to have to totally gel his hair in a different direction.
Yeah. Well, I'd have to grow it a little bit longer. It'd be great.
Nice.
And Sean has joined us as well. He says, hello, good evening. Working on more Blood Bowl and Sylvaneth.
One of these days, I'll go back and finish my Blood Bowl team. I have a wholly converted Blood Bowl team for Wood Elves that, I think it looks great. It's all I got Witch Elves and then kit bashed them and like very meticulously carved off all of the Witch Elfy things. But I like the way the Witch Elves are all like kind of jumping. They look super like agile. And then I scratch built 2 my War Dancers, which just look, they're just like cooler versions of them. And then I've got one of the little tree guys from the Sylvaneth.
Right.
Like the guys that are like ogre size.
Oh, the Kurnoth.
Yeah. I have the Kurnoth dudes, and I basically took the one that had the bow. So it looks like he's squaring up to punch somebody out because I just shaved off the bow and stuff. It literally looks like he's about to like roundhouse like whoever he's up against. But I mean, the game is still really fun. They just put out 3rd edition. Everybody's like, oh, it's a new edition. I was like, it's Blood Bowl, guys. Like, it's a new box set. It's the same game. Like they're
the 3rd season.
A 3rd season. Yeah, sorry.
The 3rd edition was 93, 94.
I do like the new box. 3rd season has Bretonians against like Tomb Kings.
Yeah. Yep.
They're really nice looking teams. Like they're super, super cool.
Yeah, they do look good. They definitely look cool. Awesome. Scott said back in the day, if someone asked you, how do I get started? You sold them $400 in hobby supplies and $1,200 for their army, and then say, see you in a year, nerd. And 300 kick them in the chest.
I mean, you could do that. We typically didn't, but like you could do that.
Yeah. Just as we got a real life Goober Town Hobbies in tonight.
That's
Excellent.
right.
Yeah. I remember when I was managing Games Workshop Sydney City store. We had there was a trade account just up the street. I can't remember the name of it, but occasionally they would decide to discount things, and we had one guy and a couple of his friends come in. He was really interested in Blood Bowl, and came in and was asking questions about it and bits and pieces. And then one of his friends basically came up and said, "Okay, so what sort of deal can you do on it for us?" And I said, "Well, I can sell it to you for the price that's marked on the box. And if you'd like, you could also pick up Death Zone for the price that's marked on the box." And he was like, The place up the street sells it cheaper. What are you going to do to keep us here? Why did we come here to buy it? I said, well, we're also going to teach you how to paint. We're going to teach you how to play the game. We're going to introduce you to other folks in the community who play Blood Bowl. And he goes, but you do that anyway, wouldn't you? I went, yeah, we would. And meanwhile, the guy who was buying it was sort of like eavesdropping. And he was like, okay. He picks up the box, picks up Death Zone, walks over, plonks it down on the counter.
That's how you do it.
Buys the product. I was like, yep. Thank you very much for supporting the people who are going to support you.
That's right. It's all about supporting the community.
Yep. Excellent. Oh, Kat is here. Yeah, Kat. It's snack time. Jake has had a crazy busy day.
It's dinner time.
Dinner time. Yeah, crazy busy time today. And you're heading down tomorrow?
Yeah, my train is tomorrow morning. I've never done this before. I've never taken the train to Philly. So our friend Bree, who we had on the show a couple of weeks ago, so her and her husband are going to drive down from New Hampshire, and they're going to get on the train in Boston.
Okay.
And then they basically head out, and I think it's the second stop. Stops like maybe 15 minutes from my house. Yep. So in the morning, my wife's going to drive me out, and I'm just going to jump on the train there.
Cool.
And then it's basically like 6 hours to Philly.
Right.
We brought I got a bunch of games and stuff, and I brought some books, and I'm just gonna hang out with them, and we'll play some Magic and kind of like hang out, and then we'll play 3 or 4 games of Magic, and then we'll be there. So
yep,
it should be a good time. And then I'm there basically all day. I think our train gets in tomorrow at like 3 or something like that, or 4.
Yep.
And then I'm there all day Thursday, all day Friday, all day Saturday, through Sunday. And then my train, our train home is at like the same thing. It's like 9:45 or something in the morning on Monday morning. It was like almost $180 cheaper if we went on Monday versus Sunday.
Yeah. Absolutely. I may be getting the train up Friday morning, train back Sunday night, but it's only an hour for me. When he's
Scott.
Struth. I actually did not say Struth. So I said crikey. I went mate. Fair suck of the Sav. But yes. I'm sorry, Brent says train sounds fun. Might join you next year.
Yeah, Brent, I've never done this before. I will give everybody a full recap when I get back. If it's fun, there's enough of us that go from here. I was like, we should just all go together, and like there's a way you can like reserve a private car, or not private car, like pods.
Right.
And they're really expensive, but if there's a bunch of you, it's reasonable. So I was like, all right, we could do that. To answer Kat's question. So Kat, I'm in Boston. So the train basically goes through New York, and then it sort of like skirts along, and then it hits Philly, and then it basically continues on to like DC. But I'll be off by then. So,
yep. Mark, we are heading up to PAX Unplugged in Philadelphia. So, yep, should be a lot of fun. Hooray!
Oh yeah, should be.
What about you, Jake? What have you been working on? I say that knowing exactly what you've been working on.
So I picked up this.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
Pretty excited about this one. I was like, oh, yeah, okay, I'll add that to the pile.
Yeah.
And then I basically did a bunch of priming, which I sent you some photos of, but I will show the good people at home. I did so. Yeah, so all that stuff is built. I built all that stuff last week.
Yeah.
And now I just got to paint it all. Yeah, so for my painting, what I did was I sprayed all of the tracks and the metal, like the exhausts. I kind of striped them with plate mail steel and then flipped them over, because the Land Raiders, they go all around, but the Rhinos, I just basically did the treads. And then I taped them off with blue masking tape.
Yep.
And then I spray the bottom of the tank black.
Right.
And then I sort of like all around it with gray. And then I top them with white.
Right.
So I basically have a little bit of a transition kind of baked into the model.
Yeah.
So essentially all my base coats are done.
Right.
And then today I sprayed the 2 Marines. So I sprayed one gray and white, and that's going to be the guy that's the world leader. And then the other one, I sprayed him black and then dusted him with silver, and that'll be the Iron Warrior. And then that's everything. And then I have basically 3 weeks. 3 weeks?
3 weeks?
I think I have 3 weeks.
3 weeks till Everwinter.
Yeah, so I have 3 weeks from today, but basically I have this week I'll be gone, so I have to paint them next week and then the following week, and then I'll be at the show. My first game is on the 6th.
Okay.
So I basically have like 2.5 weeks. But this week is I won't be able to do anything. Like, I got everything built and primed, which is what I wanted to do. And then I'll be gone for this week. I'll get back on Monday. I'm not working on Monday, so when I come home, I'm gonna try to knock out the tanks. They should be pretty easy to do. Like, the way that I painted the Marines is just what color is it? It's magic blue, which is one of the speed paints. So the World Leader stuff will all be that. The Iron Warrior's character is basically just silver. I mean, he's a Iron Warrior, so I'll hit him with a bunch of washes, and then I'll do the bases and stuff, and it shouldn't be too bad. I should be able to do it. Like, this is kind of where I shine when, like, the pressure's on. So
Excellent.
Yeah, I was talking to Chris Kemming, and he was like, "Dude, I'd be freaking out." He's like, "There's no way I could do it." I was like, I'm like, I have 2 full weeks to paint it when I get back. It's
plenty of time.
It's 5 tanks and 2 dudes. Like, I'm good.
Plenty of time.
That's right.
You could do it. Excellent. Wow. Cool. One of the things that I thought we'd do, I know that initially when Jake, when we talked about the our sort of theme for tonight, we talked about holiday projects or things that we want to work on over the next couple of months, or that kind of thing. I also thought we could show, we could do a quick recap of Golden Demon from Spiel, and grab some photos from Monte San Savino, which was just this past weekend, for inspirational sort of things, inspirational approaches. So we can have a look at those too, so we don't sort of get too far away from those cool events.
So Monte San Savino is just a painting contest, right? They don't do. There's nothing else. There's no. It's not like a tournament as well. There's not like any game playing.
It's painting and sculpting. So painting and sculpting displays. Yeah, that's essentially it. There were some folks who have gone who were like, yeah, well, we went and put our stuff in. We wandered around. We had a look at the stuff, and then we were kind of on our own. So, but it is sort of nestled in the heart of Tuscany. So if you enjoy your Italian countryside in the fall,
I've been to Tuscany. It is beautiful, and the food is phenomenal.
It is. This is true. There's only so many hours a day you can spend eating.
That sounds like a dare.
Well, as you chow down on that big plate of noodles, seems like
my wife's Italian, so this is her bolognese. It is fantastic.
Excellent. So yeah, I figure we can have a look through some of those images as well. But of course, one of the things that we need to do first up is to say thank you to the Army Painter for sponsoring us. Another thing that will help you sort of get inspired, head to the Army Painter Challenge post on the blog, the Army Painter blog. Link to the Army Painter website is down below. You can check out the winners from LVO Fall. So this is the Army Painter Challenge. This is the second time that this event's been run. I think our buddy Phil, the Glacial Geek, did the photography for it. So you can go and check out those.
There's a little bit of sacrilege in this photo.
What's that?
The guy on the left, the Iron Warrior.
Yeah.
That's the named Imperial Fist character.
All right. Okay.
You can see his folded up like cloak that's over his shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, is it not Tor? It's not Tor Garadon. Is it Tor Garadon, or is he? He's a son.
No, that's right. Yeah, you're thinking Tarek Torgadon. Tarek Torgadon is the Luna Wolf. Tor Garadon is the Imperial Fist character.
Tor Garadon.
Their names are way too similar.
They are. There's only so many letters, I guess. Different ways you can put the letters together. But yeah, go and check those out, and then head on over and let Phil know what you think of his cool photography.
Yeah, for sure.
Excellent. And we're going to see. Oh, that was a different view.
Wow, we are super big. There we go. All right.
Yeah, there we go.
I was like, I don't remember us being that focused up, but all right.
We're not. But yeah, so we want to go and check out the. What was I going to say? No, sorry. That's what I was going to say. We're going to spend a bit of time hanging out with Kat and Caleb and Tim, the Painter Events team at PAX Unplugged.
Show.
So that should be good.
Yeah, Brent, I like the idea. So we're going to take over a car, and the randos can either learn magic or leave. I'm in. Like Commander is all we're going to do for 6 hours, bro. So,
Right.
Dave, you could even get into magic. There are four Warhammer 40,000 Commander decks. That's it. There's just 4, but they're really good.
So then I get to paint them, right?
No, you get to play with the cards.
Oh, that doesn't sound interesting.
I mean, I guess you could paint them if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I could paint over them, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Paint over. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's a Necron deck that's really fun. That deck is gross. It's mono black, and it just makes tons of Necrons, and they have lots of like triggering effects. So it's like whenever an artifact creature enters the battlefield, do this thing, and you're like, oh, that's all this deck does.
Right.
There's a Forces of Chaos deck, which has Abaddon as the commander, and there's a bunch of other named characters like Karn the Betrayer's in it, and I think Magnus is in it. Like there's a bunch of fun stuff in that. There's like a Seeker from Emperor's Children. There's a bunch of like cursed relics and stuff. There's a Tyrannid deck, which is really fun. It just like cranks out tons of bugs, as it should. Like there's a Gene Stealer card, and there's like if you're a fan of Warhammer and you buy the cards, it's really cool because the art is amazing. Like they took a bunch of great art from the series, and they had GW artists do the art. So there's a lot of like new art, and then there's stuff you might go, oh, I recognize that. So that's kind of cool. And then the last deck is it's Imperial.
Okay.
So I think like the named characters are like there's Marnius Calgar's in it. What's her name? Greyfax, the Inquisitor.
Right.
She's in it. There's like it's just fun. The art in it is just amazing. The art is really really good. Like I think a huge thing why Warhammer is so easy to get into is because of the lore. But I think the reason that people read the lore is because they see the art. Like you see all the work of like the Kapinskis and like Adrian Smith and like like Gallagher, like Mark Gibbons. Those were the guys that got me into it back in the day because you saw that art and you're like, oh, this is amazing. Like John Blanche's like giant, colorful pictures. So it's just I always appreciate seeing like new art. So it's really good.
No, that's cool. I just know that it's not for me. It's not for me.
You say that all the time, but like, I think you'd like D&D. I think you'd like board games. I think you'd like Magic.
I've played a ton of D&D, but no, I would not be at all interested in playing Magic.
Kat, where do you live?
She's in California.
There's no train. What do you mean there's no trains in California?
There's trains.
I know there's trains.
She's exaggerating for comedic effect.
I mean, it'd be cool if only we were a developed country that had like high-speed rail everywhere.
It would be awesome. One day, maybe. Anyway, Scott said, Dave, on the real, can we talk Nova? Not trolling, don't want to go into it. It's going to be a shell of what to experience in 2024. Scott, we can talk about that offline, and we'll go into that sort of thing. Sean just has a short train ride into Philadelphia.
Nice.
Mark Maxey prefers Savage Worlds to D&D.
Savage Worlds is cool. It's very like pulp. It's very pulp like adventure stuff.
Sure. Is it like Conan kind of?
More think like Journey to the Center of the Earth. It has that kind of like two-fisted like pulp adventure kind of vibe.
Sure.
I mean, you can change the setting, but it has that kind of action feel.
Cool. Nice. Well, that's good. So what do you think? Now that we've talked about that, I'm going to ask you another question before you stick some stuff in your mouth.
Sure.
What do you think you'll be working on over December, January after Everwinter?
Well, because of the heresy stuff, I basically had to take all the stuff I was going to be working on, and it just got literally swept off my desk. I was like, nope, later. I can't do any of that stuff. So I still need to finish my my warband.
Yep. For
like I basically I have like 4 of the guys are basically have base coats on them, and I've been starting to do washes and weathering, and then this happened, and I was like, nope. So that's all in a box. I still have the 2 characters that I was going to do to, compare to my old ones from 20 years ago. Like those guys are, I think the Lysander is built, and not Shrike. What's his name?
Aethon Sean.
Yeah, Aethon Sean. He is. I cleaned him so he's all his mold lines are removed, and he's all like cleaned and deburred. But I haven't glued him together yet because I want to see. He's on that weird I don't know. It's like it's not a tree, but it's like a part of a building or whatever. He's like hanging on like a plinth, like Batman.
Yeah.
So I want to see like how it actually looks to see if I can like get to him. Like I don't normally do sub assemblies unless I can't get to stuff. So I gotta see how he actually like matches up. But yeah, so I have those projects to do, and then I think with all the holiday battle forces that just came out.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna buy the vampire one. Like I've wanted to get what's his name? Prince Vordry. I've wanted Prince Vordry forever. And I hated the old zombie dragon. I think it's a terrible model. Like people really like it, but I'm like, if it makes the Terrorgeist, which is a giant bat, or the zombie dragon, which is very clearly not a bat, it's like a halfway kit. I don't think it makes either of them particularly well.
Okay. So
my thought was I was always going to buy the new what is he called? He's one of the big dragons for Age of Sigmar. He's one of the good guy dragons.
Okay.
It's you can make the 2 brothers as the one. He's like balanced like this. He has one wing like folded, and he has one wing out. And you can either make, and then they have different heads. So I was going to take one of those, and I was going to really score it up, and I was going to cut pieces away, and then use some of I have a bunch of the old school GW horses with the rib cages, and have like ribs showing.
Okay.
So he looks all damaged. So he clearly looks like he's a dragon that's dead. And then I was going to use that, but I was like, man, that is a huge kit to buy and hack up.
Yep.
So I was like, maybe I won't do that. And then they put out there's the new Sigmarite guy. He looks like a chaplain. He's this guy wearing heavy Sigmarite armor, and he has a giant skull head.
Yep.
And he's riding that little dragon.
Yep.
And that model is great, except when you take it out and you build it, it's a small dragon. Like he is noticeably smaller than all the other dragons. And I was like, I guess I can't use this. So when they released the new, have you know what the model I'm talking about? The new Vampire Lord on Zombie Dragon. It is incredible looking.
Looking for it.
Yeah, if you just look up like Prince Vordry, it's awesome. But he's on like whatever the giant circle is. I don't know what that base is, like a 160 or a 120 or something. But he looks great, and that model kit by itself is pretty pricey. And because they put him in a battle force with 2 units of Blood Knights and a unit of like giant bats, I was like, whenever they do the battle forces, GW is really good about always giving you like a pretty good price break on that stuff. So I did the math. I think you're getting 1 box of Blood Knights basically for free.
Right. And
I was like, well, I'm definitely doing that. Like I needed to buy another box anyways, and I needed to get Vordry, and I was like, that's a no-brainer. I'm just going to do that. So, but it's, he's a super cool kit. Like it's a very, very nice looking dragon, and it very clearly looks like a dragon. Like it has the big, like sort of vermin form wings, and Vordry is a really, really cool model as well. I always liked his rules are rad. So it'll be really fun. If you run him, he has this rule called Castle into the Crimson Keep, and he has a very specific war scroll that lets you run Blood Knights as troops. And if you do at least 3, like he has this like special rule that kicks in, so you can basically put the Crimson Keep on any like board edge,
right?
And then your guys just come in from that edge. And I was like, that's amazing. So But
Cool.
yeah, he's cool. So that'll probably be the next thing that I try to tackle.
Okay. Yeah, I just found a picture of him. He's crazy. Yeah, it looks wild.
It's such a nice kit.
Yeah. And the incredibly over the top like back to the throne on top of the
yeah. I'm definitely going to convert it pretty heavily. I'll probably mess with him. Over the years, I've accumulated a bunch of like really cool vampire bits, and I have a whole box full of like awesome stuff that I'll have to mess with it. But yeah, he's a huge kid. That is definitely not an army that I'm going to bring anywhere because he looks like he would shatter into a million pieces if you touched him wrong.
Right.
Like I would not put him in an army transport and bring him somewhere. That's like he lives in the case at work, and I take him out and put him on the table. Like that's
he plays in the table at work.
Right. Like,
after that.
Like I'm not moving that model around.
Yep, that's totally fair. Totally fair. I have been looking at those what do you call it? The
holiday battle forces.
Holiday battle forces.
Did you see the Votan one?
I did see the Votan one. And it's kind of one of those things where I don't have a lot of Chthonian berserkers, so it would be a pretty reasonable buy for me. Like I wouldn't be overlapping too much, and I'd get some more berserkers, the 2 new mole mortars, essentially, the refurb of the mole mortars, and the I have 2 of the Capricus at the moment, which are waiting to be painted. Where my list there. So and some more Thunderkin, which are always good to have more of. But I'm sure that like adding all of that to the 3,000 points I already have, it feels like it would be sort of overkill. So
I mean, I would say I think all the battle forces are really good. The Tyranid one is crazy. It's like 4 giant stompy monsters, and that's it.
Right. Yep.
I was like, okay, that's wild. That box is crazy. The Krieg one is really good. The Krieg Assault Platoon, that's a solid army. The Space Marine one, of course, is good. They always do a good Space Marine one. The Emperor's Children one is also bananas. It comes with Fulgrim.
Yeah.
I was like, holy God, that's a huge box. Chaos Space Marine one, pretty straightforward. Again, it's got all stuff you want. Very meat and potatoes kind of box.
It's got a rhino in it.
Yeah.
Super exciting rhino.
Yeah, I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, the Tyranid one is bananas. The Votan one is cool. The Tau one is really good too.
Okay.
That's a lot of like, I think it's only like 7 models. It's like it's Farsight, 3 battle suits, and then the Storm Surge. Or no, it's the Riptide.
It's 6 suits plus a bajillion drones.
Yeah, well, yeah, you get drones on every sprue that they make.
Yeah.
The Sigmar ones are pretty solid too. The Troll one is crazy.
Right.
Like that one is nuts. It's like 9 it's 9 trolls,
9
and then
trolls.
2 Dankold Troggoths, and then the Trug the Troll King.
Yeah. Yep.
I was like, that is nuts, that list.
Yep.
The Sylvaneth one is good. It's got Drycha, and then a Tree Man, and then
the what do you call them?
The Spites.
No, the
Dryads.
Dryads. That's it. Thank you.
But I think it has both. It has Spites and Dryads.
Yes. 15 Spite Revenants. That's the one that's looks like it's got the most models, maybe even more than the Skaven. But
yeah, the Skaven one is good too. That Scryer Warp Swarm.
Yeah,
that's a really good box. And then what's the other one? There's 4, right?
So Clan Scryer, Dankold Troggoth.
Oh, the Soulblight. The Soulblight one.
Yeah, Crimson Keep and the Outcast Spike Grove.
They're all really good. Like I put them up on Friday, and we've been taking a ton of like pre-orders. Like I picked all the pre-orders out today because that stuff it got shipped to us early,
right.
Which is super weird that GW's been doing that. Like we've been getting stuff like usually 10 days before launch, and I'm like, why are we getting it so early? I think it's just they're trying to get caught up because they're so backed up with orders.
Right.
Yeah, there's a if anybody's looking for one of them, I have some of them up on the website. We have a couple onesie twosies that are not listed on the website. So if somebody's trying to get one, like let me know. I can try to see if I can track it down. But yeah, they're all a good deal. Like looking at all of them, they're pretty diverse this year. Like I said, the Tyranid one and the Tau one, it's just like, hey, do you want a handful of giant stompy things? Or you can go really wide and buy like the Krieg one or like the the Skaven one or the Sylvaneth one. And even then, you still get 2 giant stompy tree guys and then a ton of infantry. Yeah, Heresy's like holiday battle force. We should get them by Easter. I mean, it's still a holiday. Yeah, but yeah, I know Heresy's been talking about his Eldar army that he wants to do. So it's basically like it's 50. I think it's 52 jet bikes.
Oh, geez.
Like it's awful. Like it is a
yeah, that's terrible.
It is a crazy list. It's like a Farseer on a jet bike, and then 3 units of the what are they called? What are the regular jet bikes called? Like Windrunners or something? I'm
not sure. Jet
so
bike.
It's Windrunner. So it's basically the Windrunner list. So it's a Farseer on a bike, and then like Wind Riders. There you go. And then it's 3 max units of Wind Riders, and then he's got 3 units of Shining Spears, which is gross. And then he's got a couple of the Harlequins in like their little clown car speeder things.
Right.
And they just run around and dump and take over points. But the whole list, the reason why it's bananas is the one sort of flaw with Eldar, not flaw, but like the one sort of weakness they have is that they're only toughness 3.
Yeah.
But if they're on bikes, they're all toughness 4.
Right.
So you're like, oh, so now they're just a bunch of Space Marines that are super fast and don't miss.
Yeah.
So that list is bananas. So
that is crazy. Absolutely crazy. There's been a whole bunch of chat going on. I'm going to focus in on one thing Chris Gawker said. None interested me this year. I think I'm interested in the Votan one, but probably not enough to get it.
I got you, Dave.
I don't know.
Santa's coming, so who knows?
This is true. But Scott wants to know, Jake, do you know the shelf dates for any of the new Nurgle stuff or the Dark Water Quest box?
Okay, so which Nurgle stuff are you talking about?
The stuff from the previews.
The previews from this weekend?
When was the one that they did the preview show on Friday, I think. Friday or Saturday.
So
Friday.
I'll be honest, other than seeing the Chaos dudes, the Marauders, I didn't really look at it.
Yeah, no. They did a preview presentation from the event that Phil was at.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Okay.
My guess would be if they were teasing it there and it's all video, probably 4 to 6 months would be my guess. Like that is usually so. GW now has like back in the day when Dave and I worked for the company, you basically had no idea until they showed it in White Dwarf. Like there was no talk about it, and then you were like, "This is coming out in 3 weeks," and you're like, "Okay, cool," and then it would just show up. Now it's like they tease something at one of the big shows. So whether it's Adepticon or it used to be LVO at the beginning of the year, now I don't really think LVO is going to get anywhere near as many things as they used to because now you're at the end of the year, so there's like a weird delay. But typically when you see stuff that's teased at a show like that, the earliest you're going to see it is probably 2 to 3 months, and the latest it could be as much as like 6 months away, because a lot of times like at Adepticon they're showing you their whole like year calendar, and that's a full year. That's not the rest of the year. So some stuff is sooner and then some stuff is further away, and they kind of fill it in. As soon as you see it on Warhammer Community and they do like the article about it and then they kind of show you that stuff, that's usually 3 weeks to a month before you'll see it. And then the week before they do the whole like coming next week, and then that's 3 weeks out. So
they'll have it's like for Dark Water, if they have an article every day for that pre-order is going to be the following Sunday.
Yeah. So my guess would be, I mean, it's not going to be a Christmas release because like the Holiday Battle Forces is their big sort of holiday push, and GW and a lot of the companies typically don't do new releases in December. So if you don't get it, I mean, you still got two more Saturdays. So if it's not, all right, let me see. Because this Saturday, the 22nd, is going to be all of the Kill Team stuff that was in the new season of Kill Team. So it's going to be the Death Watch dudes, and it's going to be the Necron, what is it, the Cryptek Circle, and like there's a bunch of Black Library stuff and stuff like that. And then the 29th is the Battle Forces. So that'll be, you know, all the ones we just talked about. And then really like you're in December. So it's possible we might get one more week of releases. Like maybe on the 6th, they might do something, but after that, it wouldn't be probably until January for the most part. I mean, again, who knows? They could decide that they're going to do something different this year because the economy is a disaster. Like I have no idea. Like I don't know what they're going to do. But typically that's usually how their launch sort of schedule like sets up. Like once you understand how their kind of rhythms work, you can kind of see it. So it's like, oh, they teased this at Adepticon, and I was like, cool, we'll see this in 4 months. And then they were like, oh, this new thing is coming out, right? I mean, because the big tease at Adepticon was the new Horus Heresy 3.
Yep.
And the Cathay.
Yep.
And
that were the two big ones.
Yeah, those are the two big ones. So that was in March, right? And then you got Heresy was in July.
July, yep.
And then Cathay, I believe, was in August, I think. End of August.
I think it might have been July, late July as well.
Okay. So, but again, probably 2 or 3 weeks apart. But again, from March to July is basically like that was the window. So my guess would be if they showed this stuff like, and it was all video content, then, you know, April, May, June, July. So 4 months. So again, so was this in October or November? It was technically November, right? So December, January, February, March. So maybe like right in time for Adepticon, like or you know, somewhere around there.
Anyway, you definitely need to go and check them out, Jake, because with the Nurgle stuff. So when they release like the Blight Kings and that kind of thing for Age of Sigmar,
great models,
but they're also very similar in aesthetic to the Death Guard that they released for 40K around the same time. And it's kind of stayed like that for, I don't know, 9 years. These new Nurgle models for Age of Sigmar are a wonderful evolution. They've taken them further. They pushed a lot of those elements, and they're super sweet. And also the way that they've painted them is they've moved a little bit away from the standard sort of edge highlighting kind of approach.
Okay.
To a more volumetric kind of painting. So yeah, I'm super excited to see what Scott does with them.
Oh yeah, that guy on the slug is pretty awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, Kat says, I used to think Dave was the most amazing, but Jake, how do you have all that info in your head? Years of experience, Kat. Years of experience.
Anything I read or experience, I usually hold on to. So, if you want a funny story, I'll give you. We were when Adam and I first opened the store. This is probably like end of year, probably like the midpoint of like year 2. And I don't know if you guys remember, it was the box that came with Mechanicus and Necrons. Was it Forge Bane? I think was the box.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was one of the big Battle Force boxes. So it wasn't like a new edition box. It was kind of like we're introducing two armies are getting an upgrade. So there was like a new Necron character, and there was like a new Tech Priest Magos guy. So that was the box. So Adam and I found pictures of it, and we put it up for pre-order. Now this is before we knew the whole pre-order sort of like ins and outs of what you can and can't do. So we put it up for pre-order, and we're like, hey, it's technically not a pre-order. It's an interest only. So you would click add to cart, and it was free. And then it let us know that you wanted it. And then when GW was like, how many do you want? We would order you one. So I get an email from GW, and they're like, you're in violation of our policies. And I was like, what? So, but it didn't go anywhere. So then our rep calls us and goes, hey, so they wanted me to let you know that you have to take that listing down. And I was like, why? And they're like, well, because like basically you just have a bunch of information. Like someone from corporate's going to call you, and I'm like, all right. So I take it down. All right, I disabled it, so it's still up there, but it wasn't live.
You couldn't select it.
Right. So somebody from HQ calls me, a guy who's in charge of like customer service, but also like community management stuff. And he was like, hey, so they wanted me to ask you, like, how did you guys know that? And I went, what? And he was like, so you guys got the date right, you got the price right, and he's like, how did you know that? And I was like, well, Adam and I are both ex Games Workshop managers. I was like, so that sort of helped. And then I know how you guys do your launch schedules. Like most companies, like if there's a big release on January 16th, next year, there's going to be a big release on January 16th, because when you look at your reports, you don't want there to be a weird drop off, right? And Dave and I experienced this when they did Lord of the Rings. We had that huge launch and our numbers were bananas. And then the next year they're like, oh, we're having a down year. And we're all like, you're not. It's because you didn't launch Lord of the Rings this year. Like, that's the difference. So they were like, well, how did you know the price? And I was like, because it's a Battle Force. And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, I took your prices that you currently have and the adjustment versus last year, and I guessed. And they were like, I could hear them shaking their heads like, oh, I can't believe they figured this out. I was like, you guys are not like, this is an MI5. Like, you guys are not, like, it wasn't that hard to crack the code. But yeah, it was nuts. Like, we got the date right, we had the listing right, we had the price point right. It was just kind of hilarious that they called us up like, you got to take that down. I was like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But the reason they were upset, they thought that someone like leaked it to us, or like I had like used a source, and I was like, no, we didn't do any of that. Adam and I just cracked your code, guys.
Harry says, how did you figure out our super standard industry practice?
yes, seriously.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, I put together a what do you call it? Slide presentation today anyway of cool. Well, I didn't grab all of the images from Golden Demon because there are a lot of them, but I grabbed some from a lot of the categories. So I figured we might just have a quick look through that.
All right.
You good? Okay. So going back to this. First up, so on the left there, spoiler alert, that's the model that's won the Slayer sword. So these are from
Albert did such a good job with that.
It's insane. So this is from Golden Demon at S7Ep16, which is a huge, basically it's the largest gaming convention in the world. 240,000 folks at the event over 3 days. But GW runs their European Golden Demon at that event.
Some of the craziest stuff about this model is, if you you can't see it here, but you can find the photos online. If you turn this model around, he painted the whole back of it too.
Oh yeah.
Like every inch of this thing is gorgeous. Like the tones he has on the cloth.
Yep.
Both on the guy and the cloth hanging off the table. The luster he has on the crystal ball. Yep. The tones he has on the twin-tailed comet headpiece of his staff. Like that is insane. Like the blends that this guy does. Like if this wasn't a model that was in person, I'd be like, this is AI. like nobody painted this. This is an image. Like, this is a picture that somebody assembled digitally.
Yep.
Even the wear on the tiles.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. The only thing I said that was kind of I kind of had a knock on it was the way that he converted the head. So the body is Ahriman. It's Ahriman from the Thousand Suns range.
Okay.
And then the head is one of the Empire Wizards.
Right.
But the way that it's sculpted, the Empire Wizards are also supposed to be old men. So they've got the really long neck. So they're sticking out, right? It mounts this way instead of Ahriman being a space marine, it mounts this way. So if you look at him really carefully, it almost looks like his neck is broken because of the angle he's at. And again, it's a great conversion. But that was the only flaw I could find with it. I was like, his neck is not really at the most natural angle, but the paint job is incredible. It is unbelievable.
Yeah. Absolutely. There was some of my friends and I were looking at a photo that wasn't this one. It was kind of from this angle, but it wasn't this particular shot from Games Workshop. It was taken by somebody else, or possibly by Albert, where the lighting was slightly different on it. And it looked like he had painted, like basically there was a shadow on the on his like the lower part of the robes, to his knee, which was cast from the staff that he's holding.
Okay.
And it looked, we were looking at it, and it's like, oh man, did he paint that cast shadow? That looks amazing.
Yeah.
And I was like, so we're 100% convinced, because it was like, oh yeah, and looks like he's painted one over here as well. But yeah, when we saw this photo, it was like, oh,
I think there was an actual shadow.
That was just an actual shadow. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Scott makes a good point. Definitely deserving. I do agree, though. It is. I don't know that it's a single model. It probably should have been a diorama.
I think a lot of it, that there are elements, I guess, from that. It's what the judges are going to be looking at. The judges are going to be focused on the single miniature aspect of it.
Sure.
There's an overall presentation of it, but there's also that they're focused on the single miniature. And it's also, the thing is, the more you put into it, the more you've got to make sure that everything you put into it is of the same quality as the miniature. So it's an interesting trap, I think, potential trap for folks. But I really love the sort of Age of Sigmar, the Cities of Sigmar guy on the right hand side there as well.
That model,
second place in the.
That model is so good. The Cities of Sigmar Lord coming down the hill.
Yeah,
we had our seasonal yard sale at the store.
Yep.
Somebody had bought like the big army box that came with him.
Yep.
And they decided they don't want to play it, but they'd already built everything, so they were selling all the pieces. And I was like, I'll buy that guy. I want to try to do one of the things I want to do for next year. It's on my painting like wish list. Is I want to try to do a Roman Lepat, like,
oh, okay,
like a picture frame thing,
like framed up.
And I think he's a perfect model for that.
Absolutely.
There's so much tone to that model. Like he's one of the few models that's like coming downhill. So there's so many cool ways to really like sell that model. The motion on the flag, like there's just so much going on. It's such a great piece that I was like, all right, I'm going to try to do something different with this.
Yep. I think this really Josh says they look like illustrations in a book. Yes, indeed they do. Mm-hmm. And also said, did the artist post these up somewhere? I swear I recall someone posting about shaving down the scrolls because the casting is too thick as is. I think they did an interview, Games Workshop did an interview with him. Possibly some of those photos are on the Warhammer community page. I'm not 100% sure. But if you check out any of these folks on Instagram, you'll get to see their personal photos, their work in progress stuff. But yeah, absolutely amazing work.
They also obviously both got the note. They were like, hey, let's just do blues and greens.
Yeah. Well, you get yellows and purples as well.
Sure, but blues and greens, like that was the
those
are the hero colors.
The amazing part is that like the yellows here, this yellow and these yellows, super similar. Anyway, 40K single miniature.
Love the Kroot.
Yeah, it is great. I'm not a fan of the angle on this. I don't think it's not showing the Kroot to its full extent. I've mentioned it before that like when I drop photos into PowerPoint, it gives a little like automatically generated caption, so that somebody who's is like watching a presentation can who might be like visually impaired or auditory, like I guess orally impaired, can get a indication. Actually, it must be visually impaired because it'll read the caption for it.
Right.
And for this, it said a model of a frog.
I mean, they're not wrong.
It's got that belly, but
It's not a frog.
it's a bird frog. But yeah. But
I didn't realize that was Andy Wardle.
yeah, yep. He's been he was messing around with that Fugan helmet for quite a while to get it just right. But absolutely beautiful.
He is probably the coolest of the Phoenix Lords.
You think?
I think he's pretty rad. I mean,
yeah.
Who doesn't like a giant Eldar with a flamethrower / like microwave gun and the biggest fire axe you've ever seen?
Sure. I'm gonna say I don't like it, but I think I'd go for like Baharoth or Jane Zar.
Baharoth is pretty awesome. I'm a big Mogan Ra fan. Like he's probably my favorite, but I think Fuegan is super cool. I think he's one of the coolest ones.
Yeah. I think Andy's done a beautiful job on it, though.
Yeah.
Looks great.
The green tones on like the blade of the axe where it's like tilted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really, really good.
Large model vehicle. I thought this was really interesting because the approach for the Death Killer trike or whatever it's called is like a very modern paint job, like a 2024 2025 kind of paint job. That's such fantastic sort of weathering and like pigment work on the tires.
Yeah, the wheels look real, like they look like rubber.
Yeah, they do. They're sort of fantastic. But the silver winner is very much a like 2010, 2012 kind of style or approach. Yeah. It's almost like a like Kirill Kanaev from 2012 kind of look, where it's just incredible freehand work, but it was still picked up second place in this category. So it's kind of showing there's no one particular style to approach. You can win trophies with
I like on the back tires. Those are G-Loot models.
What are they?
Instead of Goodyear, it's G-Loot.
I don't get it. What's G-Loot?
I'm assuming they looted those tires.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's a nice kit. The base is great too. Like there's so much character to it.
Didn't pick up on that little thing.
It almost looks like he filed the base because it's at an angle as well.
Yep.
That Ultramarines Dreadnought is phenomenal.
It is killer. Absolutely. But
nice. Little Space Wolf warband.
Yeah. So the Space Wolf squad there, very sort of clean, very heavy metal style, I would say.
They're all brand Red Moss company.
And then just pushed a little bit further.
Yeah, they're really pale. Like he worked them all the way up.
Yeah. So again, that's like a like mid 90s kind of pale blue.
Yeah. I mean, I like it.
Yeah.
The Wolf Priest is super cool too. Like that's in the darker armor.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming Hendarion I'm assuming his name is probably like Kevin Henderson, and he's like, but I'm an elf player.
I'm not sure. But he's been posting his Hendarion for a long time. But yeah, I wanted to put these two next to each other because there's very obvious the difference in styles. The difference.
Yeah.
For that clean heavy metal style with a bunch of like really crazy micro detailing through to that much like almost a very flashy kind of look, but lots of very smooth, clean blending and just a real push for that sort of non-metallic metal kind of look.
Yeah, the guys on the right, I think I mean, like they're both phenomenal. Like the one on the right, you can definitely see that he was going for a much more extreme highlight. Like when you look at the armor, it's really jumpy. Like it goes from like a dark sort of teal, almost black in certain spots, up to like really punched up. But it's much more extreme. When you look at the Space Wolves, that's the old school. Like, so I sprayed these guys black, and then I painted them all gray, and then I painted 95% of them lighter gray, and then I painted 90% of them a lighter gray. Like he definitely did the old Dave Taylor like gray scale, like 27 pots of gray. It's just different techniques, and this is definitely something where I think one thing that a lot of people have to keep in mind when they look at stuff from paint competitions is that a lot of it is really subjective. It's like, what do the artists, what do the judges think? You know what I mean? Because you could have a bunch of guys who are not familiar with heavy metal, and let's say you had 7 judges, and there's one guy who knows heavy metal and the other guys don't. I can see them going, "Oh, we went with Hindarian. We really like those." Like, and again, I don't think that they'd be wrong. It's just,
I think that once you get into the higher end painting competitions, or the competitions that have a bit more sort of prestige associated with them, that the judges are able to look at different styles and note that they are different styles, but then appreciate how well those styles are executed.
Do you think it's based on the style or the final product, though?
I think it's based on how well the chosen approach was executed.
Okay.
Because you could choose to do whatever you like, but if you can't execute it well, you're not going to win a trophy. But that's what this shows. This shows that it doesn't matter which, both of these styles here. It just means if we had those models of Martin Peterson's in hand, that his overall approach was executed just that little bit better than Hindarian's.
I think one of the coolest things about Martin's, and it's really kind of funny because it's kind of lost the background. Look at how realistic the wolf looks.
Right. Yeah.
Like the blending on that thing and the subtle touch-ups, like the face, like the eyes and the face and the muzzle look so realistic.
Yeah, it does. It's got that really nice sort of lean predator look.
Yeah. I mean, these are both fantastic.
Yep. Heresy says the composition and layers and the height in those elf birds is amazing. Absolutely, yeah. Very, very well done. And Scott says, no, his real name is actually Hindarian. That's what his mama named him. Like Hammer and Madonna.
Yeah, 100%. Hindarian Johnson.
Well, no, I think it's might just be Hindarian. But next up, large model and war machine from Age of Sigmar. The Keeper of Secrets on the left is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that kit is so awesome, and that's part of the plinth that he's on. That's one of the Age of Sigmar gates.
Oh, okay.
He just cut off the gate.
Cool. Yeah, Angelo Ducello does paints a ton of old world kind of stuff and old world adjacent stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, spectacular work here. I think Angelo is actually probably the most decorated entrant into the Golden Demon competitions. You'd have to go and check out goldendemoncompendium.com. But I think he's got somewhere in the vicinity of like 54 trophies.
How many Slayer swords do you have?
I don't know that he has any.
But that's why he keeps entering.
Yeah.
He wants that elusive Slayer sword.
I could be wrong on that one, but no, he does absolutely brilliant work for sure.
That Nurgle guy is great.
Yeah, Thibaut is fantastic. Awesome French painter. He came over to Nova 2 years ago. He won Best of Show then. But yeah, beautiful work. And if you check out his Instagram as well, loads of great like work in progress photos, and you can see how he converted the model and all the sculpting work that he did.
I'm always a real fan of anybody who can do like the really good like crystal clear resin work.
Right.
Like you look at the like he has little fish painted in there.
Yeah.
Like it's like the thing that I don't think it always goes the extra mile for me whenever I see that stuff, because I'm like, it is such a gamble, because if something goes wrong,
Yep.
all your work is toast. It's now stuck inside resin that didn't cure right, or it's semi-opaque, or the colors didn't work. And then you're like, oh man, all that work I did is now ruined. It's literally trapped in resin.
Yep. That's why you got to do a lot of practice. You got to
Yeah,
practice resin work just as you would practice painting. But
it's awesome. Like such a cool work. And like we always tell people at home, like if you could have a great model, and if you base it well, it's even better. You could have an okay model. If you base it good, it just looks better. Like basing makes a huge difference.
Always gonna be better. Axel Olsen.
Those guys are great. That the Ghoul King that's like hanging off the plinth on the top.
Yep.
That model is dynamite, and he did such a good job with him.
Yeah, absolutely.
All of his like Ghoulkin like running around.
And I'd say this is another example of where the different style. This isn't an heavy metal style. This is like a volumetric painting style.
Yep.
It's executed so well, and the composition of the piece as well. You can look at each of the individual ghouls on it, and they all look fantastic, but none of them really draw focus from the Ghoul King.
Yep.
At the top there. So they all sort of push towards it.
Yeah, the guys on the right are more classic.
Yeah. And as Heresy said, yeah, it's wild that he pulled the focus to a model that's in the back row.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Wolf Riders, much more sort of classic look, but also there's a lot actually that reminds me of a piece that Eric Swinson did for box art for Black Sun miniatures of goblins that were designed by Adrian Smith.
Oh, okay.
It's in the Art of Eric Swinson book. But there's a lot of the color, the whole color palette is very similar to this. So
again, phenomenal job with basing. Like,
yeah,
the base on the left, you're like, it's gonna smell like an abattoir in here. I'm sure it's super disgusting.
Yeah.
And the one on the right, like, you can almost smell like the forest greenery. Like it's
all that freshness.
There's so much layered like moss and like the fallen logs and stuff.
Yep. Absolutely. Scott says that Kickstarter hasn't shipped yet for the Adrian Smith goblins. I saw something the other day about that, so definitely have a check around Black Sun for that. Next up, Andy Wardle. He's super excited that he got gold in his diorama. He's done this is the third in his kind of series of dioramas. Which has sort of been about using the Lumineth Realm Lords primarily there's a lot of I guess softer, less warlike moments that he's been trying to capture.
That's pretty cool. I definitely like it. Yeah.
I don't know that this is the best angle for it.
Yeah, this would be a really weird one to photograph.
Yeah, I think this one creates a lot more kind of it pushes a lot more attention to this area, whereas I think if it was a little bit more flat on,
or even if you turned it like 20 degrees, I think you'd be fine.
Like to the
if you turned it 20 degrees clockwise,
right,
so that he was more straight on.
Yeah,
and the owl was kind of like back left. I think it would look better. I almost feel like the photographer was trying to capture like the sweeping motion of like bottom left to top right that this whole piece has, like the sort of like smoke and everything coming off the braziers going bottom to top. The tree branches are all sweeping like bottom to top, and then his cape and her veil are kind of sweeping like that too. So it creates a great sense of like motion. But
absolutely, but yeah. Fantastic work. Congratulations, Andy, on that one. But and I included the Sanguinius piece for you, Jake.
Dude, so I love Sanguinius. I really don't like any of the Forge World Primarchs. I think that they're all just not great. It was all like, hey, you're a pretty good sculptor. And like, yeah, can I get a job at Games Workshop? And they're like, sorta. You'll work at Forge World, which is our B team, and you're like, oh, awesome. The Sanguinius model in general is problematic for me because it's the only model in the range that has a specific bespoke base that they discontinued.
Right.
So, like, Sanguinius is supposed to be the plinth that he's on fits into a bigger piece that's Cabanda, and he's like killing Cabanda. And then they discontinued that piece because I guess some people were like, well, I don't have the money to buy that and Sanguinius.
Right.
But if you only bought the one, like, it looks ridiculous because he's on this tiny little base, and all the other Primarchs are on, like, you know, pretty interesting, like, bases that they come with, and you don't have to use them. You could just put them on the whatever it is, the 50 mil or 60 mil. But every other Primarch comes with like a cool base, and now Sanguinius doesn't. And I was like, but because of that, because of the way they sculpted him, there's no forward motion. He's like coming down at an angle, like, so he's looking down at the base. It's just really weird. The best conversion I've seen is a guy that I saw at a show. He took the plinth and made it into like a pile of wreckage, and he has it at an angle. So Sanguinius almost looks like he's swooping in to kill you, not like dropping onto the ground.
Right.
So it just changed, to your point, it just changes the angle of attack for the whole model. So it just changes the way that you view it.
Right.
Like in this case, you're like, please, Sanguinius is going to waste his time with 4 bloodletters. Like, they're super dead.
Well, I do think he's just killing 4 bloodletters.
It could be a million. Who cares? Like,
I mean, yep. I point taken. I will remember not to ever show Sanguinius again.
I mean, you can show Sanguinius. He's phenomenal. He's still the best. I'm still psyched to see him. It's just
it doesn't sound like you are. It sounds like you're pissed off to see him.
He did a good job. He did a good job with the lighting effects.
Well, he's done a fantastic job here.
Like the pickups on like the wings and stuff, like the shimmer from his armor.
Oh yeah,
and then like some of the blood on like the tips of his wings. It's hard to see him. It's really far away. He's definitely bigger than that.
Oh yeah, he's bigger than that, but like you can't fit more of that on the
right.
On the screen. But yeah, excellent. Next up then, epic scale.
Nice.
So James Taro on the left, Taro model maker. He's been doing some fantastic Titans for a long time. But yeah, this hunting pack of Warhounds just looks awesome.
I definitely like them. They're like creeping down. There's all kinds of like smash tanks and stuff.
Yeah.
I like that he made like the tiny little like yellow oil barrels.
Right. Yep.
Just to really sell like how big these things are.
I think they're probably on a sprue, a terrain sprue from Legions Imperialis, yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
But yeah, I did an excellent job on these. He also entered these and his other Titans that he's entered over the years into Armies on Parade.
Okay.
He won the. They have like a category that doesn't require a base. It doesn't require a display board.
Okay.
I think he won that category. But yeah, looking great. And Handarian's Eldar Plains.
Those are cool.
They look great.
I was like, are they just like set on the table? But I guess like the back, that piece of wood is like angled.
Oh yeah, the backdrop curves up.
Yeah, it's kind of a curve. Pretty cool.
Just really spectacularly done. I love the exhausts.
Yeah, those are super cool.
Yeah, beautiful work. So a lot of great ideas there. Different things you can try now. Josh says, oh, there we go. Sean says Nightwings. So there we go. Just says, wait a minute, hold up now. Did I just hear Jake deny the Primarch of the Blood Angels?
If anything, I'm upset that the model isn't better because he deserves that.
Right.
Like when they were like, we're gonna do Sanguinius, it should have been like, who's our best sculptor?
Oh. So Lord of the Rings or the Middle Earth strategy battle game.
So you got Bolg on the left with his weird metal like strapping holding his head together. And then This thing is the most adorable Yeti I've ever seen. Like, I know it's supposed to be big and scary. I think this is like one of the doofiest models they've ever released in the range. Like, I like him. I think he's hilarious. But I don't think he's a big scary ice troll. I think he's like
Right.
The spirit of Christmas. Like, I don't know. I don't understand what he's supposed to be. It's hilarious.
He is a yeah. It is a wild model.
I think it's the horns. I really think it's the goofy horns.
Right. Okay. I don't know. I think
I love him. Like, again, Carlos did a phenomenal job. I'm not knocking his paint job. The paint job is great. I'm just saying that he doesn't read like a Lord of the Rings troll. He reads like something from the Muppets.
I think if he was done I would pick a very different scheme for him, I think. And so I wouldn't be able to enter him in this competition, but I don't think he's. I think
Scott says that Mini is 9/10 of the way to being Sully from Monsters Incorporated. I mean, you're not wrong.
Sure, yeah. If he was blue, he was
he definitely went to Monsters Inc. This monster, he 100% went there.
But I think it's the scheme. You pick a more angry scheme for sure. Next up. So,
oh my God, Angelo! Are you kidding me? That is incredible.
It is insane, isn't it?
Again, he's on memo. They were like, "Hey guys, we're doing blues and greens this year.
Blues and greens are where it's at." Absolutely.
That model is nuts.
Yep.
All the lightning he did on her.
Yep.
Like all the ground lightning coming off her, like that is just incredible.
Yep. Absolutely.
One of the things levitating skull.
What's that?
You see the levitating skull?
Yeah. Yep. The lightning's passing through it. One of the things I love is just his excellent use of like tone and saturation to push, and also temperature to push everything towards her face. So you got the white hair and the white hair. Everything's like cool. It's green, green tinges, all that sort of stuff. Everything's pushing. All the lines are pushing up to the face.
Yeah.
And the edge of the cloak here is darker, so that it creates that sort of circle around it, that dark circle.
I would love for us to have Angelo on the show, and you're saying all this, and Angelo's like, "Oh, I didn't even think of that. I just painted it blues and greens because I like it." You know what I mean? Like, he's like, "Oh, I didn't even think about that."
Oh, he totally thought about it. But,
no, I know that, but it'd be hilarious to talk to somebody and be like, "Oh, I didn't even think of that."
Yeah. Oh, that's such a good idea.
That's a good idea, Dave. I probably should have done more of that.
But the other thing as well is that the only sort of warm colors on the base, apart from the skull, and a little bit of like sort of warm green down here, is the gold here in this triangle that is pointing up to the face and the face. So,
I mean, I think a huge part of that is also the sculpt. Like, I think the sculptor did a lot of that to be like, hey, let's put certain pieces here to
has some lines. Yeah. There's things, but you could totally like mispaint those.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Paint those to de-emphasize that rather than emphasizing it.
I think one of the coolest things about it that's really subtle too is the pattern on the cape is almost like what it would look like if you were like underwater. It's like the sort of the dappled sunlight on the top of the water. It's really, really cool.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
And we're not trying to shortchange Urka. That's that goblin shaman is also or orc shaman is also phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely.
The work on the bone is so good. Like all the flesh tones, like with the worn out, like again, classic old school orcs with like I love that they're like wherever they're green, like wears down, it looks pink, which is always hilarious to me. So like around the mouth, his elbow, his knuckles.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, he's great.
I love there's so many models that are being made with like smoke, fire and smoke. And when you can see the red glow through the black smoke.
Yep.
I just love that. So well done. But again, you've got that very sort of central focus there, the sort of high saturation on the greens. and all the greens that are in the rest of the piece, the green brown. It's very desaturated, pushing that focus. Loving it. Awesome stuff. These two are incredible.
Dang.
Wow. Yep.
That Iron Warriors Praetor is amazing.
It is.
All the drop pods in the background.
Yeah. Yep. They're cool. I'm going to say, I must admit, until you mentioned it, I didn't realize they were there. I didn't pay attention to that at all.
Well, it's Dave's having a tough time over here.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, it adds to the atmospherics of the piece. Like, I think that doing a background that helps, I think helps tell the story, right? I mean, the whole reason that most of us play this game is because of the background and the stories, and I think that this just kind of sells that. He did such a great job, like with this guy looks like his suit is made out of cast iron. Like, it looks heavy.
It does look heavy. One of the things I really love is the sort of the environmental reflection in the, you see it on the shoulder pads.
Oh, on the big like steel plates. Yeah.
On
the belt buckle too. Yep.
And the little medallion there.
He's also got the eye lens glow, picking up the neck housing, like the gorget.
Yeah.
This model is so weird. Like, I don't know if you've built the Saturn yet, but
I haven't yet.
There are so many pieces. And you can make this guy a couple different ways. The more Ben and I look at them, like, Ben really likes them. I think they're fun from a gameplay perspective, but in terms of looking at them, it is still one of the craziest models ever. He is enormous.
Right. Yeah.
He's about the same size as the old box knot.
Right. Yeah. At least height wise.
Yeah.
Yep. No, absolutely. It is insane. But yeah, this piece from Dwan is just amazing. I included Bastions, which was the bronze winner in this category. Again, for the way that he pushed focus, the intensity.
Yeah, he has the head framed in gold.
Yeah, framed in gold. The gold has got so much detail to it, and saturation. The armor is nice, saturated up here, desaturated down here. He's got this. You're talking about, like, this is more of a diorama. That sort of could be suggested here, but the wolf is really the frame for the single model. When you look at this, you know that the wolf is there, but it's really just sort of negative space sitting next to it. It's pushing the intensity of those colors forward. So, but yeah, just beautifully well done.
It's definitely cool.
And the little touches of, it's like little touches of purple and other bits and pieces in the
He's got like some greens and grays too. Like, the highlights are like greens and grays.
Yep. It's
those are both awesome. Again, this Saturn Turner is so bananas. Like that's a normal Mark 6 Marine by his foot.
Yeah. Mark says that right there makes me want to try 30K.
Dude, 30K is a blast.
Jake's a big fan. And I think this is the last one that I've got from Golden Demon. This was first place Youngbloods.
How old is this kid?
So at the oldest he would be, I think, is 16. But he might be younger.
The work on the plate mail is phenomenal.
Yep. It's all
it almost looks like there's something underneath where he is. If you look at the photo on the left, like wedged into the cleft of the rock, it almost looks like that's supposed to be something.
Yeah, I can't quite tell from here. Mine's much smaller on my screen.
Pretty cool though.
Yeah,
great work. Even like the shading on the purple is awesome.
Right. Yeah, I think it's all spectacular. I love the like the skirt kind of looks. It looks like it's just made out of like cowhide.
Yeah, he did like that's like an old school like illustration trick.
Yeah,
You just do cross hatching to show texture.
Well, if you look at it, it's all it's fur. He's created sort of very sort of shallow fur.
Okay. It reads like.
Oh, it's not done as a fabric texture. No.
Okay.
Not at all. Because you'd actually at the moment you don't see any cross lines, cross hatch.
Right.
There's very distinct kind of.
It's pretty cool.
It's great. Wish I could paint like that when I was 16. Wish I could paint like that now.
You can paint like that now.
Nah, I can't paint like that. Not yet. I'd have to focus. And I can't focus. There's too much stuff I want to paint. But absolutely beautiful. Excellent. Yep. So that's it for Golden Demon. Obviously, we didn't show anywhere near all of the models. I think down in the notes below, I put a link to the Warhammer community article, so you can go and check that out. Take a look at all of the entries. They're all spectacular. They also had a follow-up article, which was a lot of the finalists. So you can check out some beautiful work there. Excellent. So it's 8:30. Do I want to have a look at the Monte pieces and then the BuildPaintPlay community pieces?
Well, you tell me if we can't get through both. Like we have to go. We'll go quick. Let's go quick.
Let's go quick through Monte.
Let's go quick.
Okay, we're going to go quick. So first up, these are the pieces that Thomas Colto, one of the army painter, I think he's product development now. He's on the product development team. Used to be a studio painter.
This is the weirdest band of all time.
It is. Each of these could, in their own, could be an album cover.
Yeah.
But these are the pieces he took to Monte San Savino this past weekend. I know that Eric Swinston has been doing a class using this model as the piece, and anytime you get a chance to see any model from that class, just the look on the hands, just the depth of the skin, incredible. But I think Thomas did pretty well.
Those are pretty cool.
They are beautiful. Basically, I went through online, found a variety of different things. A lot of these photos you'll see down here, copyright Penny Meyer, 2025. Penny works for Verco's Vault. She was over there and took a load of photos. You can find those on Facebook. If you just search Facebook for the hashtag Monte San Savino, Penny's work will pop up. But loads of awesome sculptures in the various sculpting categories.
Super cool.
I thought the Peacemaker one.
Yeah, him riding Eagly.
Right. It was just crazy. So I wanted to make sure I included that. Beautiful stuff there. I love this sculpture.
Nice.
It's
Trip to the beach.
Yep. Heading over the beach and with that enormous stuffed dolphin.
No, that's a dolphin. That's a dolphin pool toy.
Oh, is it?
That's it has the handle. It's a blow up. It's a blow up dolphin.
My bad. I'm dumb. But yeah, I just love that. I thought the idea was fantastic.
Very cool.
Mamacon. Some folks might know Mamacon from his various painting exploits. He has a YouTube channel and a Patreon. His pieces, it's kind of interesting. He does a lot of work on GW stuff generally, but his pieces at Monte San Savino were very pointed. It was very specific. He's not a big fan of calling bananas taped to the wall art, which I can totally understand. But so he asked people to take a banana and create a piece of miniature art with it. So that was just a fun piece.
Nice.
To put in there.
Wow.
This piece was a collaboration between, I think it was Scott will be able to correct me. Hopefully he's had a look at these, but I think it was Victor Aguilar was the sculptor. So the piece on the left is a render with a light source being the pendant, and it was painted by Borgia. I can't remember his full name.
I think this is the sculpt on the left. I believe is based on an actual GW art, like a piece of GW art.
It is, but the one on the right, painted by the same guy that won the Slayer sword at Adepticon this year.
Okay.
So,
All the depths, all the different volumes he's got on the black, on the shoulder plates, and on her armor.
Yep. Just really beautifully done.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Mix of different things. So all of the judges don't enter the competition, of course, but they do put on their own display. So Lucas Saba, these are all pieces he's sculpted and painted.
That crazy fly guy, he was at Nova.
Yep, he was. It's definitely super cool. Roman was there, of course. The whole
Killing it.
Awesome, yep.
That Roman's pretty good.
Yep. He's having a lot of fun as well. He was awarded the Grandmaster award at Monte San Savino.
Nice.
Which is fantastic. Basically recognizing his contributions to miniatures art. Daniel Travato, just some fun sculpts.
The Seven Dwarves.
Yep.
Very cool.
There's loads of cool stuff there.
That's awesome.
Fantastic piece on the left there. Just fantastic textures and lighting. Awesome freehand work. Piece on the right is from Eric Swinson.
Yeah, I've seen that one before.
Yep, that was at Nova as well. Heresy says that young fellow Roman, he could really make a go with this painting thing. I was when I was working with Roman on his book for the Art of series, discovered that he is that I'm about like 5 years older than him. It's like, oh, boo. Some people say it's never too young to start, though, right?
Sure. This is amazing.
Yep. So this piece, absolutely fantastic. It's based on that old-timey photo down there. I think this is Ben Comets.
I have never seen that photo before.
Neither have I. So I'm not sure where it's from. Is it an album cover, maybe?
I have no idea. It definitely looks like some kid getting punted by Mickey at Disney World.
At Disney World, yeah. But it could be like a Dead Kennedys album cover. Not sure. But yeah, excellent piece there. Piece on the left here that Heresy should love.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
The
one on the right, that's from Magic the Gathering.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, that looks like
there are no models to paint. What's going on here? But yeah, just beautifully done. I love it.
Super cool. Very nice.
And we'll wrap that up.
Gary Oldman?
With Gary Oldman as Dracula. So Prince Vladimir or Vlad. But yeah, some beautiful stuff there.
Very nice.
And that's the end of that slideshow.
All right, we get 20 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say, for a much deeper look at Monte San Savino, folks, I would recommend that you go and check out, go to Instagram and just search the hashtag Monte San Savino. or Monte San Savino 25, and you'll get to see loads and loads of fantastic pieces. Some wonderful stuff. And then, so speaking of wonderful stuff, some wonderful stuff from you guys.
Aaron finished his drawing.
Yep, this is Sons of Medusa.
Yep.
Cool illustration. So yeah, I just wanted to include that. Very cool.
I love it.
It's got a great illustrator. Actually, Aaron's got a variety of illustrative styles that he can work in. But
Aaron, this looks like something right out of Space King.
Space King?
I will tell you after the show.
Okay. Excellent. Yep. Oh, there we go. So if you want to feel old, Dave, if they made Stand By Me today, the year for the kids reliving their youth would be 1998. Awesome. Yes. Thanks for that. Totally do not feel old now. But yeah, awesome stuff. Next up, Alan Borthwick. So so this is like a 75 mil mini from well, my mind's gone blank.
It's from Monster Fight Club.
Monster Fight Club, sorry, yeah. Monster Fight Club. So from their Cyberpunk range.
Yeah, the minis are great. Like, they're super cool models. You could use them for a ton of stuff.
Is it Cyberpunk or is this the Badlands?
That might be for the Badlands game, but or not Badlands.
What's it called?
Oh God, it's the Borderlands.
Borderlands. There we go. It started with a B and had lands.
Yeah, I think this is from Borderlands, but the sculpts are super cool.
Yeah, Alan's done a great job there. I love the like the face paint, the makeup, and the just a little streaks in the hair.
Yeah, the leather's great too.
Yeah, looking really good, Alan. Nice one. Next up, Ben.
Yep, Ben also is working on another 1,500 points for his army. So he's got all these guys, which I think he finished up the other day. He actually sat down and I don't know if they're in this picture, but he did like water slide transfers on all of them.
Oh, okay.
It looks like some of them have them, but
yeah,
he finished the whole squad. He's got another 5. What does he got? So he has 5 Just Aaron Terminators. Yeah, he has this squad of head takers, and then he's got the Terminators aren't done yet, and then he also has to paint 4 tanks.
Okay, wow.
He's
so
yeah, well, his army, he spread his points out differently.
Right.
And again, I already had the Sakarans painted, so I didn't have to paint those. But he's got 3 Land Raiders and a Typhon. It's the Land Raider Spartan that has like the Vindicator tank on the cannon on the front of it. That thing is gross.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
Yeah, these guys are great.
Yeah, awesome work there, Ben. I see that those really vibrant green lightning claws look cool too. Nice one.
Those are awesome.
Next up, Brendan. I think we mentioned last week Brendan had been doing some work on his Shrine Anchorite.
Right.
And I popped around to his house and gave him some tips on, maybe it was the week before, some tips on adding some sort of volume to his painting. So he's just been practicing that. In this case, practicing on the helmets and the bombs. But he's been having a lot of fun with it. It's kind of funny. Sometimes I'll get a text from him saying, "What about this? How's this? What do you think about this?" And I'll make a suggestion, and I think, oh, he's probably sitting there going, "Oh, bugger," but his response is always like, "Oh, fantastic! Thanks. I'm really excited." So he's absolutely enjoying it.
Nice. This is a cool artillery watch.
Yeah. So yeah, the artillery witch is separate. So there's 2 sort of pieces. There's the artillery witch, and then the base is kind of Oops, sorry, separate. But
very nice.
Yeah, he's just finished working on the artillery witch.
It is hilarious to me that she's called the artillery witch and she's actually more of a bombardier witch. Like she throws bombs.
Yeah, well, they did. I think originally her name was Bomb Witch, but at some point it was suggested that artillery was a little bit more World War One rather than bombs. But the bomb didn't change though. The artwork was already done. But yeah, Brennan's doing an awesome job here. Fantastic.
That's cool. Such a hilarious sculpt with her ruff around her neck.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Chris Gorka mentioned the Castellans of the Rift.
Yeah, very nice. That military like OD green is such a solid color.
Yep. He's painted up a few impulses to go with them. So we've got this one. And this is a different one, but from a different angle.
Yeah, that one has the shield drone on top.
So I didn't realize they had a shield option.
Yeah, there's three. There's the Iron Hail stubber assembly. There's the missile launcher thing. Yeah, that thing has it. And then there's the it's basically like it's a void shield. It's not a void shield generator. It's a force field generator. So if you shoot at this thing, the whole vehicle gets an invul save, which is awesome. So if you have like a really scary unit, you want to really make sure it gets there, put it in this.
Okay, right, yeah.
Or put it in a repulsor, and then you don't need to worry about
it. Fantastic. But yeah, this green's looking really good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Nice work. And having the like those weapons on the side, they're basically the weapon housings being black.
Yeah,
just cool sort of tactical look.
Well, the Castle and the Rift and like the Dark Hunters are the two Space Marine chapters that like make the most sense tactically. Like they wear like military OD green and all of their sigils and markings are black.
Right.
And you're like, oh, so they're like real army. Like they'd be really hard to deal with.
But yeah. Nice work, Chris. Excellent. Next up, Chris. So Chris said he went to an event in Kansas City.
Yeah,
this weekend.
He was there all this week. That's his Imperial Fists on the right hand side. So he's got his Kratos down the bottom. He's got a Land Raider, and I'm assuming that that's the unit that has Fafnir Ran in it because it has the Executioner's Axe.
Right. The symbol on the side.
I think he's got. I think he has Mechanicus allied in there too. That's what the squads in the middle are, the darker squads.
Yep.
And then on the other side of the board, that looks like Alpha Legion and Sons.
I think so. Yeah.
There's a lot of smoke going on.
Yeah, there is definitely a lot of smoke. But yeah, Chris, that one. There we go.
Nice.
Definitely 1,000 Suns and Alpha Legion. But yeah, that would be a pretty crazy slobber knocker. There's lots of dice rolling in that game.
I mean, he definitely has the advantage in firepower. Like the other guy has an Osirian Dreadnought, or not Osirian. He has a Saturnine Dreadnought,
yep.
And then he has the Arachnus Array, and then he basically has rhinos.
Yep.
Whereas on his side, he's got a Land Raider, he's got 2 Rapier batteries in the middle, he's got the Predator, and then he has the Kratos. The Kratos is no joke. That tank is awesome.
Yeah. But they do look great. I love this table, the train yard table.
Yeah.
It's just such a cool idea, and I think it'd be fun to do. Without a doubt.
That right-hand side is going to get out of hand in a hurry. He's got a bunch of I think they're Ursarax. They're like the Mechanicus dude. They're the Mechanicus like close combat robots, but they have jetpacks. And then he has a whole squad of Imperial Fists with jump packs. So they're just both going to leapfrog those trains and go murder some Alpha Legion.
Right. Absolutely. But yeah, looks very cool there.
I do like the rail yard is really cool.
Yeah, I think it's a brilliant idea. And having each of the, like, as a terrain piece kind of thing, having all of the containers and the locomotives painted in that blue makes it very obvious where the terrain is.
Yep.
The terrain rather than what's another piece of your opponent's army. But thanks for sharing that, Chris. There's another view of it.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah, definitely cool. I would say maybe not lovely table here. This feels like somebody forgot to put the terrain out, but I'm sure there's a particular reason for it. But yeah, these tables are looking great. Cliff Headers shared a meme.
Yeah.
The Jepson's Malort. Tonight's the night you fight your dad.
Yeah, pretty great. Nathaniel Garrow and Mortarion.
Yeah, Nathaniel Garrow with a bottle of Malort.
Yeah. Instead of his sword.
Yeah. But there we go. That's what you get up to when it's cold and snowing in Chicago.
Sure.
Thanks, Cliff. Next up, so I showed some of these on screen last week when we were talking with Pete. But this is my Knights of Avarice.
You got these painted up in a hurry.
Yeah, yep, I did. Well, it was gold and purple.
The bases look really cool. I like the texture you got.
Yeah, actually these. So a lot of these were actually I think almost all of them were digital sculpts from Goetia Miniatures, and they all came with bases. So some of them might not have been the same base, but so the crazy beast thing that I have at the back there, that's going to be my Warwolf, didn't have a base, so I took one of these bases and just scaled it up. Thankfully, so it doesn't have exactly the same scale on the tiles, but
nice.
It doesn't really, you can't really tell the difference from a distance there. And again, these little piles of gold and gems were simply 3D files that I bought from my mini factory and printed out and glued down. The might have mentioned it last week, but the dog that I used here.
Yeah.
So this dog is from the Red Brigade STLs that were done by Westphalia Miniatures. And I thought, yeah, I'll paint him up. This guy's in sort of, this dog's in like ballistic armor, I guess. Painted it up as gold. Did the white fur to kind of match the sort of the white that I've got on them.
They're very Emperor's Children-y.
Right.
Like the gold, the white, and the purple, and the pinks you got going on.
Yeah, I wanted to go for that sort of that 30K look.
Yeah.
But I wasn't, after I sort of sat them all out like that, I wasn't particularly fussed on the dog. He felt a little bit like he was lacking a bit of character. So I ended up getting replacing him with the dog on the left.
The chains are a nice touch.
Yeah, they were on the sculpt. There's a pack of there were like 5 dogs. 3 of them had chains, but this one had the most sort of dynamic pose. But yeah, having the gold there and the gold in the base, and just have that stronger connection. He looks a little bit more aggressive. But yeah, definitely cool.
Very nice.
And then I played 2 games on Sunday. Played another game of the Hunt the Dragon scenario, where the tank is the dragon.
I feel like the Brazen Bull must do pretty well against the dragon.
It did pretty well, yeah. It wasn't too bad. So this was against Chris Marshall, who was hosting us. I fought against him. That's my Praetor from my Court of the Seven-Headed Serpents sitting on top of the tank.
Yeah, I like your demon Rob Halford you've got going on up there.
Right, yeah. But
please tell me you were blasting Painkiller on your phone. Like that's
I was not.
Oh, come on, get it together. That's an easy left right there.
On the right-hand side of the piece of terrain there, you can see Chris's Sapper. Basically, it's like his combat engineer. It has a rule where it can touch a piece of terrain and it can mine the terrain. And then anybody else that touches the terrain sets off the mines and does damage, or potentially sets off the mines and does damage. So we went up, climbed to the top, mined the terrain, and then took a shot at the tank. And the tank, when it activates, or the dragon, dragon. In our case, we're using a tank for it. When it activates, it will go after the last model that attacked it.
Smart.
So it turned around and sort of drove up onto the terrain and set off the mine and took blood marker damage. So it's pretty cool. In the end, my what was my Praetor? I ended up taking down the tank with a flamethrower, heavy flamethrower from behind. But yeah, it was a definitely a fun game. And then I played another game against Mike Woodward and his Trench Pilgrims.
Yeah, I see that. I see the anchorite over there on the top right.
The Shrine Anchorite, yep. So Mike had 15 models on the board to my 12. And I suffered pretty heavily. Couldn't make my dashes when I needed to. His stigmatic nuns with their throwing stars did a lot more damage than they should have. Statistically.
Nice.
But it was a fun game, but I got hosed in the end. I think I had 2 models left on the board. But yeah, definitely cool. So that's what I got up to. A lot of fun.
Awesome.
Sorry, next up.
Oh, this is
So Jason Dyer, Doc, painting up.
This is from Shatterpoint. So this is I always forget the green robot's name because it's from the cartoon. That's a named strategic droid or tactics droid.
Yep.
And then the B1, it comes with the 2 bases. Very cool though.
Yep. Nice job. And yeah, the extra sand and pigments on the base.
Yeah, you definitely have to punch up those bases. Like a lot of them are really, I don't want to say boring, but they're just kind of like, you're like, oh, you're on like 6 metal plates, or you're on like 2 metal plates. And I'm like, okay, like
there's not a lot of variety for sure.
Yeah, no. So
but looking good there, Doc. And he also painted up these Mandalorians.
Yeah, that's some of the Death Watch. That's the bad guy faction of the Mandalorians.
Right. But looking good there. I love his work on the Beskar armor.
Yep, very cool.
Very good. Nice one, Jason. Excellent. Next up, Jeff Smith.
Killing it.
Painting up some Stormcast Eternal.
Some Emperor's Children. Oh, sorry.
Actually, I wanted to make sure I included the guy on the right there. What box is he from?
I think that's just from the Scaventide box. I think.
Oh, right here. Is he a character?
I don't. I think he's one of like the watch captains or whatever they're called.
Okay.
He's kind of like he's like a unit hero.
Right. But excellent work there, Jeff. They look really nice.
Yeah, their stuff is pretty great.
Obviously, at the moment, I have an affinity for purples and golds.
I like the axe that breaks up the color.
Right. Yep.
Yep. Oh, they look great though, and he does love a good tactical rock.
For sure. Looking good, Jeff. Give it up. More Saturnine Terminators.
There we go.
And Steining, painting these up as World Eaters.
They're so chonky.
Yeah. I think earlier today, I didn't get a chance to drop them into the presentation, but John posted some jet bikes painted up in World Eater colors. Like basically these same colors. He said that he was happy with them, but he kind of felt that it was more of a sort of sketching. Yeah, and they weren't fully realized yet. So I think you might come back and do a little bit more work on them in the future. But yeah.
Oh, Phil, I'm not bad mouthing a tactical rock. Jeff just has a specific affinity for them. He goes out of his way. Like he'll even order tactical rocks and add more tactical rocks.
Yep. Absolutely. But yeah, beautiful work there, John. Looking cool.
Oh, Scott, you're thinking about Warhammer Underworlds. There are models with torches in that, but that sculpt that we just saw is from the new Sigmarite line when they got the brush up with the Skaventide box.
Yep. Luis continuing some work on his Dreadnought.
Unbelievable.
Raven Guard Dreadnought.
He magnetized all of the weapons, so now he's painting them all so they'll all match.
Yep. So that red that he's got going on there is super vibrant.
Yeah.
Incredible. Excellent. But yeah, you can see the carries assault cannon, the twin Volkite culverin, I think.
Yes.
The conversion beamer and the multi-melter.
Yep. That's the best weapon in the game is the multi-melter. And the fact that it is the roof-mounted Havoc launcher, that thing is just awesome.
Right. Yep. Excellent. But yeah, looking great there, Luis. Nice work. I went back. I mentioned last week. I went back and I found the updated photo from Mark. So this is when he took a variety of suggestions.
That's great. This model's so cool.
So it brings that attention back up to the sort of in that center frame there. The way these two tentacles come together kind of echoes that shape as well. Not sure if that was deliberate. Might not have been deliberate, but if it was deliberate, it was a good choice. But yeah, beautiful work there, Mark. Looks great. Love it.
That's pretty great.
Nathan posted some more terrain photos.
I was like, why did someone send us a photo of an Aztec temple?
It's not quite that. I think he was using this for like Stargrave or something like that. But
perfect.
No. There we go. Phil says, every time I magnetize a vehicle weapon choice, I always end up using one option, but I would never have been able to come to that conclusion until after I magnetized them.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep, absolutely with you.
9 times out of 10, when I make stuff now, I just pick whatever I think is the coolest loadout, and I just build it that way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, if I have to make it later, like I'll just buy another one.
Yep. Excellent. Cat says those are great buildings. Dave says, or is that a rebel base?
Yeah, it definitely could be Yavin 4.
Yep. There's the full set.
Nice.
They look great. And we can see that I actually initially I thought that this was like that backdrop was photoshopped in, but it's not. It's a very cool cloudy day backdrop.
Nice.
Yeah. Looks super cool. Nice work, Nathan.
Yeah, those are great.
Next up, Scott. Speaking of Nurgle and volumes.
He does like Nurgle.
We've been having a lot of fun with this.
That blade is loaded.
Loaded with
probably tetanus amongst other things.
Oh yeah. There's also if you manage to survive being hit with the scythe.
Yeah, you got to make sure you had all your shots.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, definitely looks great there. I think Scott's really enjoying different aspects, like going with this brighter non-metallic metal. It's a little bit shiny, almost like fly eye kind of sheen.
It's like this is like the Green Knight after he's spoiled.
Right, he's gone off a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, looks fantastic. And I grabbed a close up of the fly on the shoulder pad there.
Nice.
And Scott posted. So you can see the texture there and the it's more a very sort of painterly approach to get that that sharp edge feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the metal's rusted through, but he takes care of that edge.
Yeah. Keeps honing that edge. Yeah, Scott said there, I just wanted the face to be the focal point, so it's the only place I went saturated.
Sorry, wrote Scott lost a finger for this.
Yes. But yeah, no, it looks fantastic, Scott. Awesome work.
I do like it.
And then finally, Stephen.
More space dwarves.
Yep. So much extra detail painted in here. Check out those goggles.
Hilarious.
Great work on the goggles, and that hat is awesome.
Man, they're so funny.
Yeah, he looks great.
I do dig it.
Fun little.
The old school colors on these, like the fact that like this was the paint scheme that the designers chose. They're like, what if we dressed them in Christmas colors? Like literally red padded vests, green leggings and undershirts, and then they gave them yellow gloves and boots.
Yeah. Well, I think you'll find that maybe it's less so now because of the internet, but back in the day, that the only place in the world that I've come across that was like they're so fixated on Christmas colors is the US. It's like,
but like they're literally dressed like Christmas elves.
Where it's just red and green. It's just red and green, but here Christmas colors.
Again, it's not just the red and the green. It's the red and the green. They literally look like they're Santa. They work in Santa's workshop.
I know that. Well, this one also has the candy cane striping going on in the hat.
Right. He's got his little ray gun thing, and then he's got like the whatever the thing in his other hand is.
Yep. What is it? I don't know what it is.
I have no idea.
I wonder if it's a drill.
That's the Santa phone. They're like, Santa, we need you. He's like calling in.
I don't know. I think it looks great, Steven.
Oh no, I'm not. Again, I'm not knocking it. Like that was the GW paint scheme. Like,
sure. Absolutely. I'm wondering if the artwork for the box came first, and then they.
I would assume so.
The rest, but yeah, looks great, Steven. Nice work.
That's awesome.
But that's it for the Facebook group. So all those models were from the Build Paint Play community Facebook group. If you are not a member, head along, click join group, and somebody will let you in. Don't forget to post your minis each week that you're working on, and we'll have Jake let us know why he doesn't like the sculpt. No, okay.
Depending on the sculpt.
Depending on the sculpt. So pick the sculpts that Jake likes.
Yeah, 100%. Like just get it right.
But yeah, definitely cool. Awesome. Next week, of course, Jake and I will be back from PAX Unplugged.
Yeah, we'll do our full review. We'll get some photos.
Talk to some folks, and let you know what we think of the event and what we got up to and all that sort of stuff. One of the fun parts that we'll have to work with is, I think the Saturday is the Philadelphia Marathon.
Yes.
So that'll be fun. Hopefully it will not impact us very much at all, but I suspect it might impact us a lot.
It will. I did it the first year they did PAX Unplugged, or the second year it was the same year as the marathon, and finding parking was a disaster.
Right. Yeah. Well, you don't need to worry about it this time.
Which is exactly why we did this, because originally people were like, we could drive, and I was like, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Big zero.
But
yeah, so we'll be talking about that next week. It'll be lots of fun.
Yeah, if anybody wants to stop by and say hi, Dave will be at the Game Envy booth for big chunks of time.
Yep.
I'll be at either the 9th level booth, or I'll be running games for 9th level in the game hall. And then I know there's a couple of like mixers and stuff some of the nights, so I'll figure that out. But yeah, if anyone wants to pop by and say us, we'll both be there. Yes, Phil, we will be indoors, because in Philly it's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be in like the mid 30s all week. So
supposed to be chilly in Philly.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah, I think it warms up by the weekend, but
Sure.
it'll be awesome. Yeah.
But
Excellent.
all right, I gotta get out of here because I have to go pack. But
Yeah.
I will see everybody in a week. If you guys need anything, same as always, make sure you guys poke us online. You can post stuff on the Build Paint Play community page. Corey's going to be there too. So David and I'll try to get some photos with Corey while we're there.
Yep.
And then
Actually, big shout out, big thanks to Corey for all the chopping and changing of our videos that she's been doing, putting up reels on Instagram and sharing them on Facebook and all that sort of fun stuff. So if you see one of those, just know that Corey has been the cool person putting that together. Thanks very much, Corey.
For sure. Thank you everybody for being here. Dave, you got anything else? Or are we good?
I think we're good.
All right. Everybody stay safe out there. Let us know if you need anything. Post your photos. Take care of your families. Watch out for yourselves. And we will see you guys next week. And as always, do not forget to build, paint, play.
Yeah.
Shut up and sit down.